All right, well, welcome to the MASL Ron Newman Cup press conference. My name is Jeff Houston. I'm Director of Media and Digital Content for the MASL. We'll go ahead and get started right away. First, wanted to say welcome to everybody watching at home. Welcome to everybody here. And we're going to introduce right now from the Eastern Conference champion, Baltimore Blast, owner Ed Hale, head coach Danny Kelly. You guys want to say something? Come on up.
I appreciate the quickness of that. That was good, because I know we're going to all be eating here pretty soon. First off, I'd like to welcome everybody to Baltimore. This is my part of town right over here, and this is a restaurant that I come to quite a bit myself, and this is my kind of town. And I happen to like Hermosillo too. Hermosillo is was a pleasant surprise when I got there about how nice it was when we played there last year. But I'd like to welcome the team from Sonora. Luis, the coach, we think that this is the way that it's supposed to be, because we have the best organizations, I think, in the league. Selfishly, I think Baltimore Blast, because we've been doing it so long, we won so many times, that we should be here. And certainly with Rogelio and the Sole de Sonora, definitely you guys should be here. They played very well. I watched the game against San Diego. The San Diego game was a really tough game. All the games down, I think, in your arena are pretty tough, but that was well played. That was a guts win. And I know some of you guys don't speak English, and I don't speak any Spanish very much, but a gutsy win goes a long way when you have something like that. It shows your character, and I think your team and our team has a lot of character. Our game last year was the second time we played in Mexico. We played in Monterrey the year before and lost in overtime, and we were lucky enough, and I mean it was lucky enough that we were able to win that game in Sonora against a gifted team in a very frenetic, it was an atmosphere like almost none that I've ever seen. The referees, when we were walking off the arena floor, said they had never seen or heard anything like that before. It was like a gladiator movie. It was well played. I thought there were no cheap shots. It wasn't a dirty game. The referees called a good game, and I thought it was well played all the way through. And I certainly like the result this year. We're going to go down there on Sunday night. It's unfortunate that for those of you that don't know, it's very difficult to get together and get arena dates. So we're playing Friday night here, and then we're playing Saturday night in Sonora. That is going to be it's a difficult thing to get from here to there because of the fatigue factor of the players. But because of arena dates and availability, we just could not do anything else. So it's unfortunate, because we'd like to give all our fans the best of what we do as much as possible, especially when it gets down to, out of 17 teams, the last 2 teams are going to play. And we want to give everybody a very good show, and we still hope that we're going to be able to do that, even though we have to do this travel. The town of Hermosillo people were very gracious to us. We liked that the players liked being there. We're looking very forward to going back there and defending our title. And I know that, I know your goalie, your coach, Luis, you're looking for revenge. And we're just going to have a very, very good spirited game when we're here and when we get down there. And again, I welcome everybody from Mexico here. And by the way, thank you to the people that have been driving around the team from Mexico. It's very nice of you all to do that. And thanks again for Costas doing this. Danny?
Good afternoon, everyone. Primero, quiero decir bienvenidos a Baltimore, al equipo de Sonora, y felicitaciones por una gran temporada. No es un accidente que ambos equipos estén de vuelta en el campeonato. Just very, very excited and happy to be here. Very proud of our team. To be the defending champions and take everybody's best shot and make it back to the championship again, I think says a lot about the character of the team that we have here in Baltimore. And we're very much looking forward to defending that title starting tomorrow night at Royal Farms Arena. Like I said, this is something we've been preparing for all season long. The moment is upon us, and we're looking forward to the challenge. I know it's going to be a great series. Sonora's a great team, very deserving of being here. We know that. But like I said, this is what we've been preparing for all season long, and we're looking forward to the matchup tomorrow night. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. And now from the Western Conference champions, Solis de Sonora, Luis Paz, General Manager, Solis de Sonora.
Well, good afternoon. First of all, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to excuse Mr. Rogelio. He had a delay on his flight, but he's on his way over here. I want to congratulate Mr. Hill for his great organization, but most of all for its professionalism. And I think at the end of the day, we do not deserve, but because we have worked so hard to be over here. I think these two teams deserve, and they have worked, and we're gonna have a great show for everybody at the end of the day. And we have, the team is good, we have work, and we hope we win. We are going to. We have prepared for that, to have the championship. And thank you all.
All right, and then the head coach from Solis de Sonora, Luis Jaime Borrego. Would you like?
You want to translate to him?
Yes, please.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes, amigos de Baltimore, compañeros de Soles de Sonora.
Good afternoon to everybody and all the two teams.
Estamos muy contentos por estar de nueva cuenta en la gran final de la MSL. Estamos listos y preparados para un espectáculo la noche de mañana.
Thank you very much for your attention, and we're well prepared to have a great game and to go for the championship.
Felicitaciones también para toda la organización de Baltimore Blast, a su entrenador, a sus jugadores, a su directiva. Al igual nos estamos muy contentos con todo el apoyo que hemos tenido de nuestra afición en tierras mexicanas y los estaremos esperando también el próximo domingo en nuestra casa para ahí finalizar lo que es la temporada 2016-2017 y que gane el mejor. Muchas gracias.
Well, he says congratulations for the organization, the Baltimore Brass, his owner, his coach, and we're going to be waiting for you to receive you back there in Sonora too. And thanks everybody.
Thank you. All right, now I'd like to introduce to you the commissioner for the MASL, Josh Schaub. He's going to talk today about the state of the league and some exciting things that we have going this year. Josh?
Thank you, Jeff. Brevity is not my specialty, so I'm going to apologize in advance. Ed, apologize. I know you want to get to the food. So, as Jeff mentioned, I think it's an appropriate time to talk about the state of the league, state of the MASL. I've been in my role as commissioner for 9 months, and in that 9 months, we've got a lot accomplished. And we have a long ways to go, as our owners know. And first off, I want to thank the owners as well for giving me the job, believing in me, to push not only MASL forward, but really arena soccer forward into the future. And we've set some stones in place, the foundation to make that happen. So there's a long ways to go, but in the 9 months, I think it's appropriate at this point to check off some of the major accomplishments. First off, we reorganized the legal entity of the MASL to create a foundation that provides flexibility in maintaining minimum standards of ownerships, provides flexibility in organizing owners, providing flexibility in expansion. That is critical moving forward in building the sport. Next, we became one league, and one league that is going to be solid moving forward. No sport in the history of the world has ever been able to grow by having a multitude of leagues. We are now one league moving forward. I want to thank the owners for coming under one umbrella and believing in the future and believing that we can all do this together. Second, building a minor league. A Division II and really the pyramid of arena soccer is critical for us moving forward. We are well underway to start this fall in making that happen, and announcements will be coming up in that regard. Next, This last summer, everyone noticed we hosted numerous international events, USA versus Mexico, USA versus Brazil, Brazil versus Mexico. That will be expanded moving forward. And the reason that is critical is it opens the portal of the world into our sport. It broadens our appeal of who we can be and who's going to be watching us. That is something for us to grow, and there's going to be a lot more organization and administration around those games to help grow the exposure and the brand awareness of arena soccer. Stability. We've created a number of administrative minimums and organizational minimum standards. To the elation of some, to the chagrin of others, we are pushing this league forward as fast as possible. I think fans have seen that through social media marketing and branding amongst our teams, that we are pushing them hard every day to become legitimate professional sports franchises. That will continue moving forward as well. Next, you saw the new website and the branding of Major Arena Soccer League. We are going to continue to push the envelope on our digital and social media and really push to create more digital content, more media, more interaction with our players, and really giving an insight into arena soccer. And fans can look forward to that. We've done it a little. We'll be continuing to push forward in that front as well. Next, the streaming. We made a move early in the season to move forward to YouTube, which the production quality has been outstanding. Fans have been quite happy with what we've done in that regard. And once again, that is the portal into our sport that fans across the world can view it. Only so many people can get into arenas, only so many people can be in our markets and in our localities. The streaming of our games is ultimately critical to build sponsorships, build awareness, and build more players for arena soccer into the future. Next, and what I know is of quite interest to a lot of people, is the expansion. And I will caution you at the outset that we are not going to be as quick into expansion as many people would like, and the reason is we are vetting teams, owners, and markets more critically than ever before. We are making sure they're financially viable, that arenas are going to be cooperative with dates, with treating teams like professional teams. So therefore, as hard as we want to push into creating more localities, more markets, we're going to be ultra conservative about who is let in as owners to our league. And I think that is the path to really grow the MASL and grow the future of arena soccer, is through stability. If we look through the history of professional sports, you will see markets die, markets fall, teams move from league to league. As you look 20, 30 years into certain sports, baseball, football, basketball, they created solidarity by really seeking out wealthy owners to own these teams in markets that really have a population base that can support them. MASL is no different in that front, and we'll be seeking those same markets and owners. Further, I think we've become a true international sport by creating more levers and more portals for Spanish-speaking fans. We will continue to grow that through social media and broadcast, and I'm very excited to announce that this year's championship game will be broadcast in English and Spanish for our fans in Mexico, US, and really beyond. It's an advancement we've already made this year and something we'll push forward going into the future. Lastly, we'll get into hard numbers of things that we've accomplished. League average attendance was up. 8 teams saw individual increases in overall attendance. Across the board, we saw more interest. Finally, in terms of parity, which I think is critical to growing the sport, making sure the outcome of the games are in doubt, 42% of MASL games in this regular season were decided by 2 goals or less. Thus, fans showing up believe that their teams have a chance to win every night, and we are going to continue to put rules in place to make sure that that happens and we have a level playing field across the board. Going forward into next year, we have some short-term goals and some long-term goals. One being stability, and a lot of things I'll rest on that I spoke about earlier about solid owners, solid markets, being very careful about where we expand, who we expand, and pushing teams hard to build their brand. We are also building a media and marketing arm going forward to build the digital content, to have TV broadcasts, to really invite people into our world of arena soccer. Further, we want to push into the major media markets within the country. That will only grow, and those markets are the ones that are going to support this league and really the sport into the future. But we have to push into the major media markets throughout the United States, Canada, and Mexico. We'll also be building up the Eastern Seaboard in terms of expansion, the Northwest Territory, and due to Sonora's success, and much congratulations to Rogelio Cota, Luis, and the whole team there, you have really opened up the doors to Mexico. and bringing on expansion to Mexico and very viable teams moving forward. And we look forward, and thank you again for really pushing the envelope and being one of our greatest franchises. Thank you. Finally, and I say this, I know I've been speaking a long time, Ed, but we're going to be looking for recognition internationally from larger organizations that can give us credibility, whether it be the United States Congress, whether it can be FIFA and beyond. We need that credibility to move forward and push our league. Expansion. I'm very proud to stand here today and announce 2 expansion teams with more to come. First off, I'd like to announce the addition of Rio Grande Valley Barracudas down in Texas. More announcements will be coming. This is the team that will be transferring from Brownsville to Rio Grande Valley. So that is the first announcement. The second is expansion, and our first expansion into Canada. We'll be expanding into Toronto for the 2018-19 season. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to the Toronto group to come up here and speak. So, thank you.
Thanks. First off, thanks everybody for inviting us. I know these guys in the group, and I can tell you one thing, they're loyal people, great people. We're gonna make this thing work in Toronto. Congratulations to Sonoma and Baltimore for being in the final, and we can't wait to watch the game tomorrow night. It's gonna be awesome, I can feel it. And I can tell you one thing, we love in Canada, know what we love? We love goals, we love soccer, we love fun, and that's what we're gonna bring to the MASL. First of all, you know, it's a pleasure for everybody to invite us. We can tell you one thing, we are honored to be the first Canadian team playing out of Toronto in a place called Mississauga, just outside of it. A beautiful, beautiful 6,000 capacity. It is a state-of-the-art. We have basketball, Ontario Hockey League hockey, and now MASL soccer. So thank you to all you guys. We really appreciate being in the league. And to tell you more, my buddy and president, Peter Kovacs, come on down and tell everybody about Toronto. Woo!
How do you follow that? Just so you're aware, Cam Stewart is a well-renowned radio personality in Toronto. His handle is the Raging Redhead.
You call me Rob Ford. I said you look
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm proud to stand up here representing our organization and letting you know we're going to be participating in kicking off in October of 2018. This journey took longer than you might anticipate. Sergio Gianco and I go back a long way. He's the owner of the team. 17 years ago, we went down to Buffalo, New York to watch the NPSL All-Star game, and our idea then was to bring a arena soccer team to Toronto. Didn't work out. Last January, we revisited the situation, and I got in touch with Kevin Milliken from the league, and we started to do our due diligence. Just like Josh was saying about the league doing their due diligence, we wanted to make sure that the league that we were getting involved in was also a viable opportunity. We've seen too many incarnations of this league in the past. We went down to Syracuse, New York in March to watch a couple games. And what really hooked us, and it's ironic that the two teams are here again, our group went down to Hermosillo on April 15th of last year to watch the second leg of the final, and wow, what an event there with 10,000 people. We made our decision then to go through the application process, and I'm proud to say that in December 2016, the league accepted our application. As Cam said, we're playing out of the State of the Raptors second team, the Raptors 905. I could also tell you one of the reasons we decided to kick off in 2018 was, again, we come from a major city where there's many major sports represented, ice hockey, Major League Baseball, basketball. We've got to get it right, both on the pitch and off the pitch in terms of our staffing, marketing and sales, etc. We want to be totally professional. We want to be a proud and positive member of this league. And I just want to let you know as well that our intention is not to compete we are going to put a product on the field that we want to chase the championship right from the get-go. Toronto won't accept anything less. So again, thank you for having us, and we're looking forward to the match tomorrow, and I wanted to wish both Sonora and the Baltimore Blast a great series. Thank you very much.
All right, that was some great news, some exciting news. We've got some more great news coming up. I'd like to introduce John Ramin, Vice President of Operations, and he's going to talk about some awards today. John?
Thanks, Jeff. Hello, everybody. Again, special thanks to the media and everybody in attendance today. After one of the most memorable seasons, the 2016-17 MASL season, we've got some announcements coming up with our major awards, as well as recognizing, prior this week, we had announced our all-rookie team and all-league teams. Here today, defender on the all-rookie team, Elton De Oliveira. Elton, come on up. His first season, this Brazilian scored 3 goals and added 2 assists in 18 games. Great job. Carl. Thiago here? Thiago? Okay, next, midfielder with the Harrisburg Heat on the all-rookie team, Thiago Freitas. In his first year, the midfielder scored 12 goals and had 15 assists in 20 games. Great job. On the MASL second team, with the Baltimore Blast, goalkeeper William Vanzella. William led the MASL with a goals against average 3.34. Also on second team, defender with Solis de Sonoras, Damian Garcia. This tenacious defender scored 12 goals and had 12 assists. And with the MASL, congrats. With the MASL first team all league, with the Harrisburg Heat, defender Steven Basso. This veteran scored 6 goals and added 5 assists. Also with the MASL first team, from Solis de Sonora, forward Frank Tayu. Frank was our reigning MVP, led the regular season with 72 points on 57 goals and 15 assists. Good job, Frank. And now for some of our major awards. Not present today, our Rookie of the Year. This player quickly earned the respect of the Kansas City Comets faithful with his on-field play and fearless attitude in net. He's the only keeper to post a shutout this season, and he led all rookies in goals against average at 4.56. Goalkeeper also chipped in offensively with 3 assists and 2 goals. The MASL Rookie of the Year, Steven Patterson, the Kansas City Comets. Good job. Also not present, our goalkeeper of the year with the San Diego Sockers. This player has been a central factor of many years of success. This season he led the league in save percentage and was second in the league in goals against. MASL goalkeeper of the year, Chris Toth. For our defender of the year, this team experienced the greatest turnaround in the league this season, qualifying for playoffs for the first time in their modern history. True leader on the field and off the field, he was critical in his team's success in his first team all-league. Leading the league with 53 blocks, Harrisburg Heat captain Steven Basso, Defender of the Year. Sorry. Yep. And last, for our Coach of the Year. This coach took over a team that won one single game last season. Immediately put his stamp on the team, bringing a mixture of young talent and veteran leadership into his roster. This organization secured its first berth in the MASL playoffs, taking the Baltimore Blast to a 3-game mini-series. This coach won 5 championships as a player and currently sits on the Hall of Fame of the Baltimore Blast. This year's Coach of the Year, Dennison Cabral. Ladies and gentlemen, Dennison Cabral. One further announcement, our league MVP, the finalists include Max Ferdinand, Ian Bennett, and Frank Tayu. This announcement will take place during Game 2 in Hermosillo. Thank you. Dennison?
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Should I get him? Is that okay? I just wanted to say thank you, obviously, to Carl, the owner, president of Harrisburg Heat, for the opportunity to believe that that was the right guy to take over the team. All of my players, and obviously I do have the 2 best and the funniest assistant coaches ever. I just wanted to say thank you to the fans, to the organization, the city of Harrisburg that gave me all the nice welcome to start the season. No pressure. It was fun. I had a great experience, and I'm looking forward to the next opportunity next year. It's already, there's some plans for next year for Harrisburg Heat. So we wanted to be part of this, and hopefully we wanted to be sitting here, next year, and somewhere that we can show that we can be champions. This organization's coming back to show more excitement in this city, and I think that was great. I'm looking forward to the next one, and thanks everybody who believed in me, and then God knows how much I'm excited about this. Thank you so much, everybody. Good luck in the finals to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you to Ed Hale for organizing this press conference. Thank you to the Baltimore Blast for hosting this. We're going to wrap up here shortly, but before we do, we have some more announcements. We decided at the end of this season with the passing of Earl Foreman that he should be recognized in many ways throughout arena soccer, being the inventor of arena soccer, the founder, and maybe the greatest promoter in arena soccer history. With that, we're going to announce the Earl Foreman Awards. These awards will recognize the best performers on the business side of our sport. We think that that's critically important for us moving forward, not just the players on the field, which are clearly our product, but really recognize the people off the field that make it happen. With that, we're going to make one Earl Foreman announcement today, and that is Organization of the Year. And before I announce the Organization of the Year, I want to say how blessed we were to have this particular leader within our group of owners. He took a franchise that was destined for the trash heap and brought it back to a sense of what I think is going to be greatness. It's on its path to something to be great. You're going to start to see the results in the stands. You already saw the results on the field this year. And with that, to name the Organization of the Year is the Harrisburg Heat, with owner Carl Delmont representing the Harrisburg Heat. I should say also thank you to Ed Hale for bringing Carl to us. Without Ed as the catalyst, Carl, you may not be here, maybe you would, but thank you, Ed, for bringing him in. Appreciate it.
I know you want to be brief, we're going to eat, so I'll try to be as quickly as possible. Yeah, thank you, Josh, for everything. I mean, for coming in, not having been in this business before. You, Jonathan, the whole front office at the MSL made it really, really easy. I have to thank Ed and Kevin and Mike, the whole organization of Blast, for being a sounding board. Again, coming in without much of a blueprint, you guys, I really do appreciate everything you've done. And that being said, this award, I have to obviously share, it's an organizational award, share with the whole entire staff. First of all, my family for putting up with all the crazy hours. My very lean but very efficient front office, Nikki, Todd, and Chris. And Chris, congratulations on the surgery, wishing you a speedy recovery. I have to say thank you to John Wilsbach. If it wasn't for him stepping in a couple years ago and he and I talking and working it out, who, by the way, we wouldn't be here right now, but also, got to say, a little biased, but I think he's one of the top announcers in the league, too. No disrespect, Paul and Gary. One of the best, and say the best, one of the best. Of course, our players and our coaches, Dennison, congratulations, Tiago, Steven, everyone on this team. I mean, I'm looking so much forward to doing everything even better than what we've done in the past. I have to thank our trainer, Bob, absolutely amazing guy. I know the guys liked him. It is very, very important to have a great trainer on staff. Our partners and sponsors, we couldn't do this without you. And for those of you who believed in us when few others did, hopefully we proved you correct, and we'll hopefully keep more sponsorship going. And to the fan base, the volunteers, everyone involved, to the fan base that keeps continuing to grow, we're hoping to get those numbers even higher. And the contagion right now is really good. It's the amount of emails and congratulatory texts, everything from people who want to get involved, season ticket sales, everything. So as they say, building a winner does help. With that, I'll just say, as I told you, Ed, at the first press conference, congratulations to both teams. And as Bachman turned over, I said, you ain't seen nothing yet. We'll be here next year, if not the year after, but we're coming for the trophy. Thank you for everything.
As stated, we'll be announcing other Earl Foreman Awards, including Best Sales, Social Media, Promotion Team Awards announced in the upcoming weeks. With that, I'm going to wrap up this press conference. Want to say once again, congratulations. Welcome to the fans, players, and everyone else to the greatest rematch in arena soccer history. We look forward to the game tomorrow and the game on Sunday in Sonora. It'll be a great match and great for arena soccer. Thank you once again to the media and everyone else. Good night.
One quick note for media players, Solas de Sonora will be over here, and Baltimore Blast will be right here.